Hey everyone, today I want to focus on a product of makeup that is I don't want to say my favorite, but I seem to have an obsession with it and I do have fun with it. I think it's maybe because it's something I discovered much later in my makeup journey. Always had eyeshadow, lipstick, eyeliner, even lip liner, lipstick, mascara, blush, but something that I didn't really get into for sure until I started watching YouTube videos is contouring and highlighting. And I'm going to focus on the highlighting bit because that part I get. The contouring thing is still a trial by error. Some days I get it great and some days not so much. So today I want to show you some of my favorites. I have a little box here of all my current loves, and I'm going to play with my hair and ruin it now because that's what I do in all my videos. So in no particular order, I'm going to start with whatever comes up at the top of the box first. My first thing to talk about is the Lorac Perfectly Lit in Spotlight. And this is part of a sample box that I got, not this past Christmas, but I guess it'd be Christmas time 2010 when I was in San Francisco, and I bought a kit at Sephora at their Christmas sale. It was just a sampler of all different kinds of highlighters. I don't have all of them anymore. In fact, I don't know where they all disappeared to, but this one, obviously, I enjoyed very much. There's not even a lot to sample. I will tell you this about Perfectly Lit. It is on the pricier side. It's a powder. These are all powders except for one. What I like about it is, there it is. I have a little bronzer sample there, so ignore that. It shimmers without glitter. It can be blended and diffused, and if you're nervous about working with highlighters, even though it's more expensive, you can get this at Ulta. It's a good beginner highlighter because it doesn't have fallout, it's not glittery, it's not chunky. It can be very natural on the skin. So I really like this. Another highlighter that some use as a highlighter, some use as a blush, I go kind of using it both ways, is the Hard Candy blush in Honeymoon. A lot of their blushes are so reflective in pigmentation that it can easily be used as a blush. Now if you are olive skin or African American, that color range, this I think would make a gorgeous highlight. I use it primarily as a blush, it's what I have on today, but when I'm being particularly lazy, there it is, striped, swatched quite heavily, I will just put this on the apple of my cheeks and blend up. It gives enough of a highlight effect and blush at the same time for me. There's another one they make called Pin Up, which is very sheer and much lighter in tone. It's almost like a champagne-y pink, and I've shown that in videos before. In fact, a very recent one in which I dropped it on the way back to my bathroom, so it doesn't exist in my collection anymore, but I will be repurchasing that. Another Hard Candy product that is I've been using a lot, and I will tell you what my favorite one is at the end of this, by the way. One or two. It's the Hard Candy bronzer, So Bake bronzer in Tiki, and Wendy Bentley Blonde is the one who introduced this concept to me, and oh lord, I definitely need a new one. I mean, I've destroyed the cap, I made quite a divot in the, this is about pan version of this product. This has been my go-to highlighter for quite a long time. It's very similar to Lorac Perfectly Lit in Spotlight. And by the way, the Perfectly Lit does come in different shades, so if you're lighter or darker, go have a peek. There might be one for you. But this is what it looks like, and I think it retails for about $9 or $10 at Walmart. It is available online at the Walmart website, so if you want to try Hard Candy and you don't live near a Walmart, check that out. I know they don't ship internationally though, so that could be a bit irritating. For those of you that do live out of the States, highlighters tend to get messy, so the packaging never looks good. If anyone has pristine looking highlighters, I want to know about it. This is something I picked up actually online, but you can buy it in person if you live in the UK. This is a Sleek Makeup Face Contour Kit, and it looks like this. And I'm not going to talk about this right now, but I am going to talk about this. This is a peachy not peachy, it's definitely a warmer toned highlighter. And again, not so much with the glitter as just the shimmer. I'm not one for glitter on my cheekbones. That just looks bizarre. I love this. Again, easy to blend, easy to apply. Nice that it comes with the bronzer too. I love the cute little packaging. And this, somewhere around $10, 10-ish, 10, 12, somewhere in that price range. I just placed a whole nother order with Sleek just this morning, and I've done one before. So if you have questions about how to order Sleek makeup online, check out the previous video or wait a little bit for the next one. But they've revamped their website and it's really easy to do now. Just sleekmakeup.com, and I'll put that below. This one was sent to me as a subscriber, and I feel badly that I cannot remember specifically who. So if it was you, speak up. This is by e.l.f. I have never seen this in the stores. It's a blush called Gotta Glow, and it looks like that. Whoops. And if I had to take a guess, I'd say this is an exact dupe. Well, I'd say it is a dupe for NARS Albatross. Since I don't have NARS Albatross, I can't tell you. But it's very much whiter, for instance, than this is the hard candy one. It's a lot lighter, and it looks like this. A little chalkier. Let's see. One that's, I believe, discontinued but was pretty cool, and you never know, it could show up at Big Lots because that's where I found this one. It's the Revlon Limited Edition Be Dazzling Shimmer Powder in Glimmer. This was my very, very first, actually now think about it, my very first highlighter ever. And it doesn't look like anything. It just looks like pressed powder, but it has, even if I pan in close, you aren't going to see anything. And it's very soft, very finely milled. See, it still doesn't look like anything swatched on my finger, but I promise you there are some reflective properties in there. Not a lot. Maybe this is why it was limited edition, but this is my first one. I only have a few more to show you. The only creamy one or liquid one that I have at the moment is by Tarte. It's called Smooth Operator. It's the Illuminating Serum. Some people like to mix this in with their foundation. I just got it on my jeans. Good thing that you can't see my bottom half. It goops out apparently. Ew, hope this comes off. Okay, doesn't look like a whole heck of a lot, but when you blend it in, it definitely has reflective properties. And if you don't want that full-on shimmer, this is a nice thing to apply before you powder. Ugh, I can't believe I did that. I cannot get through an entire day without getting dirty. That's why I never wear white. Then something that I've repurposed as a highlighter. This is one of those little round pot eyeshadows by Bourjois. Ombre, paupière, something like that. I can make it sound like I know what I'm saying, but I don't. It's an eyeshadow and it's an 05. And as an eyeshadow, it's absolute crap. But as a highlighter, it's pretty good. It's pretty lightweight, and you really have to have a heavy hand to get enough on your finger. But on the face, actually, it's a nice subtle. See, there's a sheen. It's quite nice actually. So just because you can't find, or you think you don't have a highlighter, if you have a gold, champagne, light, shimmery peach or pink, very pearlescent, frosty shade of eyeshadow, it can be used as a highlighter. And then my latest little guilty purchase, and this is a play on words, is I've been seeing all these posts recently about the new matte collection. Oh, I can't remember which one it's from. Does it say? It's the Extra Dimension Skin Finish line, so maybe it's the Extra Dimension collection. I don't know. To be honest, I don't think I've ever bought a limited edition MAC product before because I think it's, I won't use the word I was going to use. I got slammed for using that in the last video. It's irritating to me that I asked the MAC guy the last time I was in a MAC store how often they come out with a new collection. Twice a month. Well, it doesn't make it special when every 2 weeks you have a new collection. It's just like a side rant here. I wish MAC would just do a spring collection, summer, fall, and winter, and stop with every 2 weeks something new. Either put it in your permanent collection or just stop. But okay, because you know what? They're not so special anymore. But I did see this and I thought, uh-oh, I'm gonna regret it if I don't get it. And so I bit the bullet. I had free shipping, so I could be lazy, sit on my butt, and just hit send, and I did. This is the Whisper of Gilt Extra Dimension Skin Finish. It looks like this. It's so pretty in the pan. Yes, it is. It's what I have on today. And here's what, I've been using it for a few days. Here's what I have to say about this. If you are new to the world of highlighting, do not buy this. If you don't like to shimmer, if you don't want people to have to wear sunglasses when they look at you in direct sunlight, do not wear this. It is really shiny and you need a really light hand. I mean, it is almost like a mirror-like finish. I don't know if you can see that. So, I think maybe there's a pink shade that might be a little more forgiving, but I like it. I think it's gonna look better when I have a little more fake tan, when I have a fake tan going on. Right now, this is just my natural color. It's a lot of shimmer here, a lot of reflectiveness. So the key to applying that, like I said, is a light hand and a fluffy brush. So I started applying it with, I'm gonna show you what I use for highlighters to apply. And there's actually one more product I forgot to mention, and so I'm gonna bring that out at the end. But this is part of the double-ended brush set that is available from Walmart. This is the, I don't know what this is for exactly, but this is a really big fluffy brush. This is a shader brush. And then there's another one that has like another kind of version of this, like a more cone-shaped blender brush. I think this is great for normal, not MAC, not that particular MAC one. You dab it on and then you do this. For liquid foundations, I would just put a little on my finger and dab. My first brush I bought specifically for highlighting was this one. I got it at the CCO. It's by Flirt, which is a brand you can get at Kohl's, I believe. And I just like the flat top, and it just fits right on my cheekbone, and then, you know, you can blend it. And I apply it in a weird way. I apply it here, and then I go up into my eyebrow, like right over my eyebrow, the high point. So it kind of overlaps. And I do it on both sides, and if I'm feeling real frisky, I do it down the middle of my nose and on my Cupid's bow before I put on lipstick. And that's it. And then the key is to go back with a kabuki brush and blend it all in, but that's a whole nother video. But none of the, oh, and then the other brush that I use sometimes is the contour brush from the Face Essentials kit from Real Techniques. This is the more narrow one, and again, you can do it here, here. It's a much more denser brush. You could use this to dab on cream or liquid highlighters. The one brush that I used with the MAC one today that I think worked the best so far is the multi-purpose brush from Real Techniques, which I left in my bathroom. So give me a second. I'm going to go back and get one more thing to show you, and I'll be, just hang on a minute. I know I said one more thing. I was mistaken. There are three. I wanted to point out another thing that a lot of you may already have in your collection. It's the e.l.f. Golden Bronzer. And if you only use one shade and highlight it, and you just take a smaller brush like this one and just dip that particular one, you can do that. It has a nice shimmery effect, so of course you could swirl it and do it there as well. And then the other illuminating powder that I think is pretty cool that I don't use a lot, and I should use more, is this Coty Airspun fragrance-free. It's Airspun loose powder, fragrance-free, luminous translucent. So I'm gonna, one of the reasons I don't use it much is because it is a mess to get out of the container. Ah, see what I mean? Hang on. It's all over my floor and my pants. Okay, so it looks like powder. It is powder that gets everywhere. Repackaging this in like a Tupperware little container might be a good idea. But okay, so it just looks like regular translucent powder. But again, okay, looks real chalky there, but when you blend it out, it still looks a bit chalky, but I promise on your face it's not. It reflects. It's very pretty. I like it. But you know how I feel about Coty powders anyway, so I am a little biased. And then the brush, I did bring it out. This is the multitask brush. It's much fluffier, and I hope there's some left. Now, as to when to wear highlighter, if you're a little nervous, if it's your first time, leave it for nighttime. If you just don't like wearing a lot of makeup during the day anyway, this is a great time to put it on. To change your makeup from day to night, throw on some highlighter. If you're tan, put on some highlighter. Or I wear it every day. But there are definitely days when I want to be less glowy than others. Usually in the summertime, when I'm going to be outside and I know I'm going to sweat, highlighter is the last thing I want on my face. I'm already going to be glistening and reflective from sweat. So adding anything more to that, not so much. But like I said, summer nights, fun time to wear. Now, if I had to pick at least one favorite, I would say. My favorite of all time of all of these is two. One's a high end, one's a low end. For the low end, the Walmart So Baked Bronzer in Tiki. I've not found anything that's more user-friendly, easier to work with, prettier on my face, and cheap. I love this. For the higher end, I would say the Lorac Perfectly Lit Spotlight. Like I said before, it's easy to use. It's not too much. You could load up if you wanted to, but it's really hard to make a mistake with this. So as I was saying, very easy to work with, hard to mess this up. So those are my two favorites. And the runner-up would be, not the MAC, would be the Sleek one, especially because it comes with a contour as well. It's just a really pretty, flattering color all around. And it's available worldwide through the wonders of the internet. So that's my highlighter collection. I'm probably sure I've forgotten at least a few. If there is something that you want to recommend, I don't think I need to add another highlighter to the list, but I'm always open for suggestions. So please comment below, ask any questions, and on one note not related at all to this discussion, I just want to say thank you to all the kind people who have reached out to me to send me some love about Rookie. He's, holding his own, but, he's 15 and a half years old. So Weekend was definitely an eye-opener that he's not going to live forever. For those of you that don't follow me on Facebook or Twitter, then you don't know the backstory, and so if you don't, then go do that. But I just want to say thank you again to everyone who tried to comfort me. I know that he's not going to live forever, but that doesn't mean I'm ever going to be ready to say goodbye. So thank you so much for taking the time to send me a few nice words, and some that were not so few. Some were quite lengthy, and I read every single one, even if I didn't reply. So thank you. Anyway, sorry to be a downer, but I wanted to get that out there, and thank you all. So thanks for watching. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.